Okay, so today we're looking at the Pixoo 64 Pixel Art Cloud Frame. This is from Divoom. They make these in a bunch of different sizes. The 64 is actually the largest one they have, and it's kind of cool. It's got all kinds of programmable features you can put on this kind of sign, and because it's pixel art, it really kind of has that blocky kind of look to it, which is kind of cool, very retro-ish, and it could look actually very cool sitting behind here somewhere. Now, one of the things that I like about it, of course, is the fact that it does have the social media counter, which is cool because you can actually set it up to have like a counter for your YouTube subs, things like that, which is probably what I'll use it for. But you can put all kinds of custom designs on it. As you can see here, it has a crypto and stock tracker, music visualizer, pixel lighting decoration. It's got all kinds of things on it. Spinning it around, social media account, post status tracker, a 64 by 64 mobile app programmable LED, easy pixel art and animation creation process, online pixel art gallery and users community, daily functions, and evolving a mobile application. Very cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to unbox it right now. Then I'm going to play with it a little bit, and then I'll come back and kind of let you know how it works and what my thoughts are on it. Anyways, this is it. It comes very nice presentation. You know, it's a nice looking box. And again, you guys will be able to see the size here, and they make smaller versions of this. So if you want something that's maybe not as big that you can put somewhere, they do have different sizes. Anyways, this is the box, and we'll just kind of open it. Pixoo 64. So you get two main boxes here. One, of course, is probably going to be things like the power cable would be my guess, and I would be correct. So this here, of course, my guess would be it'll be fairly long. So you do get some. These probably are. My guess is little like feet possibly that you can put on it. Looks like there's 4, maybe little feet. I don't necessarily want to open that, but I will because it's probably important. Oh, they look like they maybe they're little screws. Yeah, so to kind of see that little hand tightening screws. So you get 4 of those. I'll just kind of put those over to the side to figure out where those are going to end up going. You get the power cable, so it's a nice USB-A to USB-C. Now, I don't believe it actually comes with a power adapter, so you do have to supply that yourself, so make sure you have one of those handy. Open this up, you're going to get the actual manual. What I like is that it is a large manual, which is excellent, and last but not least, you're going to get the Pixel Art 64. Very picture frame-esque, and there it is, right there. Now, in regards to the actual manual, what I like about it is it's a good size, even though the fonts are really small. So I would like to have seen maybe a little thicker and a bigger fonts. Those fonts are tiny, but hopefully we should be able to figure out how that works. And that's it. So as you can see here, it does have, maybe that's what these are for. These are for you to be able to screw in somewhere, right? Maybe. So that this maybe goes in and latches. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping that this here, this little piece, does this crop out? Maybe. We'll find out. Because you want this to be able to stand up, right? So I'm guessing that's what that is. Anyways, you can look there. There's your USB-C charger. It does have a bunch of 1/4-inch like tripod holes, which is nice. So depending on how you actually want to mount this, you can mount it this way. You can mount it this way, depending on how you want. Of course, there's only one side, which is this side that you can't. That has the power button on it. And then all you have to do is turn this on. So I'm guessing you have a brightness and a power. So we'll just click this side to see if there's any juice in it, which there may or may not be. Oh, there's not going to be the juice because it needs power. So we'll take this. I'm going to find a battery here, and we'll charge this. See if, actually, I have a little battery brick here. So I think this has some charge in it. We'll power it up. So yeah, no battery in it, right? Let's just plug this in, and this should just slide in the back somewhere. This would be nice if this popped up like a stand. Now I have a feeling this piece comes out. I'll have to just look in the manual just to make sure. But let's turn it on right now, and then again I'll go play with it for a second, and we'll come right back. All right, so that is plugged in. Make sure it's plugged in all the way. It's already got some smudge on it. Oh, there we go. Right. Waiting to configure. So this point in time, we do have to have their app. We have to find that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the app. We'll get this configured. Let's just see if the app's here. 1 sec. So there is a little QR code right there. It is small, but we'll see if that functions at all. It does bring you up, so it does catch it, which is good. Takes you to the App Store. There it is. I'm going to get this right now, and maybe we'll do a quick setup and then I'll play with it, because it does need to connect to Wi-Fi and things like that. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so for number 1, I figured out, take this out. Now it was in kind of tight for me, so I just had to use a little screwdriver to get in and pop it, but it comes out. You can mount it, see on the bottom here. So basically, it has a little notch in there that you slide in here, and then you just kind of push it up. And now, it's pitch right. Yes? Very cool. Yes? Now, these, I wasn't sure what they are, but these, of course, you can mount them into one of the holes, like so. So, depending on where you want to put this, you can have these on, right? And then this would be a mounting spot for you and I to put a screw or something through so that you could mount it on the wall. Yeah, that's all right? So if you want to keep it there, you can. You don't want to, you don't have to. Anyways, I'm going to take the little kickstand off, put it back here. It started doing some stuff. Anyways, I do have the app downloaded now, so it's that Divoom app. And I have to log in here, so I'm going to allow all this. We have to add a device. Yeah, so we are going to hit plus. To connect the device, please log in. So hold on, I got to log into this. All right, so we're logged in. So it says it's doing a Bluetooth search right now. So we'll hit OK. Available. Yes, so we're going to hit this one. Click to watch the Wi-Fi setup tutorial. Don't really care. So let's hit next. Allow while using. Device not showing waiting to pair animation. I don't know what the waiting to pair animation is. Next. No. So what I'm going to do is, it seems to have jumped forward already, is I'm going to unplug it. Actually, we'll just unplug it from the power here and see if it'll actually go back into that Bluetooth pairing mode. Waiting to configure. Here we go. So next. All right. So we got this, which is asking for our Wi-Fi password. So I have to put that in. 1 sec. Maybe. Device is connecting. That's good. And this says connecting, so that's also good. Connected. Sweet deal. Firmware update. So we of course are going to do that, and we'll be right back. So you can actually see it doing the firmware update right there on the screen, which is kind of cool. And I do like that pixel art look. Very cool. And you will see here, maybe you guys can see it, right? There's a whole bunch of pre-set up ones. Now you can go in and do all kinds of different ones, right? You can add your own. I'm just going to do the YouTube one myself just to see how that works. But all kinds, you can create and design your own. You can do a weather one. They've got tons here already. It also has this like a community where people can create theirs and upload them and do all kinds of things here, which is neat. But we're going to just try it with the YouTube, because I've seen some of the other styles where they do like subscriber counting and things like that, and their configuring can be not easy. So we'll see how this is. All right, looks like firmware update is completed. It's doing its restart right here. All right, I'm guessing there it is. So this is just kind of default. So let's see. We'll start. Oh, isn't that cute? We'll start with this one here. So we got clock settings, so I can click on it. And you'll see clock settings go up, and it's like boom, it's pulling up already from weather 1. So you can actually see if you want to display the time, right? Display time. Yeah. Notifications. You have your zone 24, what your temperature settings are. So you could set your zone here. So it's automatically setting the time or the time zone based probably on your actual phone. What city it's coming up. So auto locate. Very nice. Temperature. For me, it's Celsius. So there's all the information there. And it's done. Right. So I don't know how often it actually updates, but still very cool. So you could kind of go in here, of course, once you're in, and just hit the little check mark just to make sure, right? Whoops. That any changes are there. So I wanted the clock, so I'll just hit the check mark. So I do have the clock showing up on the time at the top, right? Tuesday. So that's all right. But let's try this one. This one is the YouTube one, which is the one that I'm most, oh, boom. All right, so YouTube, it fires the information back to it like very fast, which is nice. So that definitely, I would love that to be mine, but it's not. So display time, search channel. So right now it actually has Divoom as their channel. So all you have to do is actually put in your own channel name. So if I just put in my own name and just hit search, GregTube, yeah, found it. Click, done. Display time. Do I want the time on here? Yeah, I still want the time. Check. Says it saves. And there's your view count coming up right now. Again, has the time, has my subscribers. Now, the one thing to remember too, is not going to be a subscriber based on like the actual numbers. Like this is 58,300. It's not going to say 58,312. And that's not a limitation necessarily of this. It's a limitation of how YouTube will send out its data. So YouTube will only send out its data. I think it's once you reach over a certain amount of subscribers that it'll actually round it up to the nearest 100. So very cool. You could add your own clock. So that's nice. If you come in here, you'll see all kinds of, this is the gallery that you can kind of go in. So I believe this is users have put all that information in, which is nice. You can go in and design your own if you feel. So at the top, right, you'll have recommended, news, exports, albums. But you do have the ability, if you feel like it, way too much work for me, to actually create your own. So that's kind of cool. But I love how fast it is. It's like crazy fast actually putting this in. And there's no information that you had to put in to do YouTube, which is nice. So I think this is going to look great. I'm going to put this somewhere on the wall. And yeah, Divoom, this is their 64. And because it's 64 by 64 pixels, I believe it is. But yeah, very pleased. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you there. I'll put links down to Divoom's website if you guys want to pick up one of these because, yeah, I'm down. All right, guys, links down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. It helps support the channel. And I will see you guys next video. Later.